Hello Essence Tribe, I've got a nice little hamstring lengthening mini sequence for you today. So just remember, when you log into one of these mini sequences, I'm simply going to show you the postures that are beneficial for whatever we're targeting that day. When you come into the postures, I encourage you to hold them for 8 to 10 breaths. Come in and out of them as you need. Take as many cycles as the sequence you want to get whatever desired outcome or benefit you need, okay? So hamstring lengthening today. So the first exercise that we come into for hamstring lengthening is just a simple downward facing dog with a lot of pedaling of the feet. So whole handprint comes to the earth, come onto the balls of the feet, bend your knees and send your sit bones to the sky just for your basic down dog. Lengthen through your spine. So this shape in and of itself is going to lengthen your hamstrings, but you can intensify that by bending one knee and pressing the opposite heel towards the earth, and then switching. And let your head hang heavy. Stay strong in the arms, belly button draws in and up. In your downward facing dog, just pedaling it out for as long as you like, as long as feels comfortable. From your downward facing dog, you'll come into a forward fold. So feet come hip width apart, really ground down to the whole sole of your foot. Big toe mound, pinky toe mound, heel of the foot. Bend the knees and think about hinging at the hip, belly comes to thigh, rather than curling the spine and bringing the knee to the nose. So knees bend, belly to thigh, and then let the rest of the upper body fold forward. Hands come to opposite elbows. Let your head be like this big heavy coconut that's just falling towards the earth. Engage through your feet. Breathe into the backs of your legs. So notice when you fold forward if your weight is more in your heels or if it's more in the balls of your feet. Okay, try and even it out between the balls of the feet and the heels. Try and take 8 to 10 breaths in your forward fold position. Next posture is Utkatasana chair. Feet come wide, again grounding into the feet. Send the sit bones back and down. You should see the feet past the knees. Okay, so activate your feet. Press them away from each other. Belly button draws in and up. Arms lift up. Shoulders away from ears or hands to your hips. You're just going to hold here 8 to 10 breaths, or you can pulse. Inhale to come up. Exhale to come down. Whatever feels best for you. Just remember your intention is your hamstrings here. So really focus on using those muscles and breathing into that space. Okay? The next exercise will come down to the earth, coming into a low lunge. So one of your feet comes forward, the other is behind you. So you can either have the knee lifted or the knee to the earth, whatever works best for you. With the foot that's forward, draw the heel back towards your hip. That'll engage the back of the leg. Hands can be to your hips or extended up above you. Hold here for 8 to 10 breaths. Okay, hips are descending forward. That front heel is drawing towards the same hip. So right foot forward, the right heel is drawing towards the right hip. 8 to 10 breaths both sides. From the lunge position, you can bring your hands to the earth. Send your bum back towards your heel and draw your toes up towards your nose. So you're coming into a half split shape here. Again, hinging at your hip crease, belly comes to thigh. Slight tuck of your chin, nice long spine. You're drawing the upper leg bone into the hip socket. Toes draw towards the nose, and you'll feel a lengthening through the entire backside body, or backside of the leg, sorry. Again, 8 to 10 breaths here, or longer or shorter, whatever you want. Okay, both sides. Coming out of that, you'll come to wide-legged forward fold. So the feet come wide, toes point in slightly, slight bend to your knees. Take a deep breath in, chest lifts up, and then exhale, you'll fold forward, hinging at the hip crease, hands come to the earth. Now the same thing as when you were in your regular forward fold. As you fold forward, you really want to feel into the feet. Big toe mound, pinky toe mound, heel. As you fold forward, notice how your weight distributes itself. You want to bring evenness between the balls of your feet and the heels. Soft knees so that you don't hyperextend. And as you fold forward, just breathe. Remember, your focus is the hamstring, so lift the sit bones high. Let the head drop heavy like a coconut. You're using gravity here and your breath to find the lengthening in your hamstrings. When you're ready to come out, bring your hands to your hips, lift halfway up, squeeze your shoulder blades together, and then rise the rest of the way up. Good, last posture, pyramid pose. So from pyramid, step the right foot or the left foot slightly forward. Back foot is at an angle. So you want about 1.5 feet, 2 feet between the feet. And rather than them being directly in front of one another, you want them on train tracks. So there's a bit of space. Hands come to the hips. Pull your right hip back if that's the foot that's forward. Left hip forward if that's the one that's back. Lift up with the chest. And you're just going to fold forward. Okay? So this might be an opportunity that if you have blocks or a stack of books, you may want to put your hands on them to help bring the earth closer to you. So whatever foot is forward, that hip draws back. Whatever hip is back, that hip draws forward. Slight bend in the front leg to avoid any hyperextension. Remember, you're focusing on lengthening this hamstring, so breathe into it. That sit bone is reaching higher to create more distance between your heel and where the hamstring attaches. Good. So take that pyramid on the opposite side as well, 8 to 10 breaths. Remember, you can come into these poses for as long as you like. You can cycle through them as much as you want. You can make a little flow just with these postures, but enjoy and breathe into the hamstrings and find that extra flexibility and lengthening there.